Hey guys, welcome to the first video review, video note thing. I don't know. This is for Tap Out. This is for Garrett, Ben, James, and Ross. Ross is in the back. I decided to do a video formatting type thing because I figured it'd be more I guess beneficial to actually hear my voice and like see me move through the video rather than just reading words, right? Here's some timestamps. Bam, bam, bam. This is for the first game, the second game, and the third game. I don't know why I did this one. I'm doing it right now. This is Tap Out. I'm gonna skip ahead. No, this is two. Yeah, no, okay.
You're just so big and white. Yeah, they look a little too big, if you ask me.
Those are really, really big.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just looking at the signs for a Burger King.
Yeah.
The stars are so
Perfect size, too.
What about another star shit? What about the Burger King?
So what I like about this is that it could have been a throwaway line. This whole, oh, that's just a Burger King sign, you idiot, and then they turn around and they see the good stars. It could have been just a easy throwaway line, but then no, they roll with it, right? They roll with it, and as the scene progresses, it does keep itself to Burger King. So good job, boys. Ding ding. There's 2 stars for you.
So fast, you two.
Yeah.
You're always coming around here and
Watching Drake and Josh reruns.
watching.
I hate Josh's roommate.
Yeah, this is my beat, and we only watch Zoe 101 here.
Alright, yeah, superb. Mwah. Meatball ravioli right there, okay? Going back to the subject of throwaway lines. This game, you can fall into into the trap of just throwaway stuff. But James is expert improviser. Josh's sucky ass roommate here gives him Drake and Josh. He doesn't just take the Drake and Josh, throw it up into the air. Audience get laughs, they get a quick laugh. No, they roll with it, right? And the scene really becomes about this cop and soon 2 cops who are team Zoe 101, as we will see, and these 2, Garrett and Ben, team Drake and Josh, right? And now we have this silly rivalry between these 2 loiterers who only watch Drake and Josh reruns of this Burger King, and these 2 cops who like Zoe 101. So what I'm trying to say is he doesn't just take what is funny and then toss it, right? He uses it, he builds on it, and then we get a really funny scene out of it, and that's what we can take away from it, I think.
It's a good thing I don't even want him to lick me.
Yeah, you sure?
It's just to get him to go away.
You seem pretty excited.
No, I'm not.
Boom, bada bang, cling clang. Look at that. Look at that. He says no, but he's really saying yes. Did you catch that? I'll rewind. Zip zap zoop.
Yeah, you sure?
It's just to get him to go away.
You seem pretty excited.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Yes, he is. And we all know, the audience knows that he's really saying yes, even though he's actually saying no verbally. Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, moving on.
What are you gonna do when he comes back? Are you gonna
Put on denim sneakers.
Yeah, right.
What if we use some kind of Megan-like prank?
Alright, so Garrett, very good idea. Bringing it back to where it all began. Because right now we're kind of losing ourselves with like denim sneakers and Look in the Face. And Look in the Face is good, but they're sort of falling into a not sure what to do, not sure where to take it now that James is gone. But they bring it back to Drake and Josh and Zoe 101. And great idea with the Megan pranks, right? And then we'll see where that goes. So, what to take out of that, you're not sure where to take the scene. Just think back on what the audience has been laughing at, right? They've been laughing at Drake and Josh, Megan pranks, bada bing, bada boom, and now the scene has even more fuel than it had before.
There's one where she threw a bunch of oil on. Okay, I don't know. We don't want to steal. I was thinking of BP. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think maybe we should get something to.
Okay, very good what Ben is doing here, because Garrett with the oil, that was not bad. But in this sort of game, we have the audience here. Might as well use them. Even though what Ben is gonna get is maybe not what he was hoping for, but still, very good move by Ben to get the audience help.
And I brought my partner to lick your face too. Okay. Jimmy! Double a drink and Josh. Well, you're not gonna be taking some time. You're gonna be doing some time.
That's just funny. I don't care who you are. That should have been the biggest joke of the night. You look at Russ's face. He knows that was funny. He knows that was funny. That's funny. Okay? But it's okay because he keeps going and he gets some laugh.
And you're gonna realize.
Yeah, see, now they get it. I think that was Sam McCarthy in the background laughing his tits off. Love that guy.
Christmas came early, Jimmy.
All right, so what I like what James is doing here. He keeps bringing up, he keeps thinking up ways to interrupt the placement of the banana peel on his own cock. Because let's imagine a world where we did the scene and Garrett just put the banana peel on James' cock. Where do we go from there? Nowhere. There's nowhere left to go, right? It's just four dudes standing while one of them has a cock on their dick or a banana peel on their, you know what I mean. And they're just gonna stand there looking at each other like, well, yeah, no, that is a banana on your penis.
I think I can convince you to do this banana peel. I just have one word. One very important to this plot word that's going to change the entire way the story's moving.
Alright, well, right off the bat, that's a little bit too on the nose, right? We're breaking the fourth wall there, right? We are in a story. It's good that he's doing this at the end of the scene, because otherwise, then we'd have to live with it. But at the same time, this is way too much responsibility for this poor audience member here. And as you can see, he is struggling. Yeah. And then the laugh isn't even that big, right? Similar to when two scene excuse me. Similar to when two improv scene peoples walk out and they're like, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, that's amazing, right? And they don't actually say what it is, right? Then the audience gets, you're just building up tension, right? But if you can't actually deliver with that tension, you're not going to get a big laugh. You're just going to get disappointment, right? And then putting that responsibility on an audience member of all people, right? Not good. So not a big laugh. It did get a laugh, maybe just because of the awkwardness of it all. But then here comes Ross, who saves it. Bada bing, bada boom. Case closed. And look at that. There we go. And by sheer word association, we did it, boys. And that's the first scene, tap out. And now we move on to Bomb Cat. So this is the one that has everybody in it. Jordan was our lovely monologuer. I'm not gonna go through his entire monologue. Just know that his monologue is very good because it has several parts to pull from. There are several layers to it. Look, he's even doing a layered pancake movement right there, just to showcase that his monologue does have layers to it. Insert Shrek onion joke there. But very good, and we get a lot of nice scenes from it. So we'll just jump right into it.
My name is Stanley. I believe in God because of that reason.
My favorite Flat Stanley book is Flatter Than Me, the third book.
Hang on. I gotta. Just give me a second. Worldwide Adventures? What the hell? What the? Hang on. No. The third book is Flat Stanley Plays Ball. If you only wait, no, hang on. No, it's Stanley in Space. Come on. Stanley in Space is book 3. Come on, Ben. I'm just kidding.
Hey, is this the Captain Underpants Club?
No.
Alright, so what we got going right here is very good. We're building the world, is what we're doing, right? So if there's a Flat Stanley Club, we ask, if this is true, there's a Flat Stanley Club. Then what else is true? Maybe there's a Captain Underpants Club, right? So very good world building right there. And we're expanding the world in that regard. And we get big laughs out of this. Alright, so right here, we make some mistakes. But it's okay because it isn't a colossal failure. It's not even that big of a failure, honestly. What Noah and Jamal are trying to do is they're trying to do the split scene, right? But it doesn't come off as well. And I think because of how James and Ross entered from that side, Hayden, Ben, and I assumed that they were just doing the same shtick. There are a few things maybe that could have, because Noah originally comes in and he's facing Jamal, but he immediately starts facing the other direction, right? So that it comes off across as, oh, he's talking to us or something. I don't know. If he entered maybe on the other side, I don't know. I believe that's what they were trying to do. I believe that they are not. Noah's intent was not to be in the hallway, right? So we could have just oops, and then gone with it. But Hayden actually ends up saying, we'll see.
Yours, right? So that everybody from the Captain Underpants Club, they'll be coming to the Flat Stanley Club, right? And so we're just gonna take the Captain Underpants numbers, right? And move them over here.
Right. So that's kind of breaking, right? That's kind of oops, not what we were going for. Probably not what Noah wanted out of it. But it's okay because we don't trip on anything out of it.
To the Flat Stanley.
But then he just straight.
Dude, what are we doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing, sir.
Stanley, get back.
Right. So it's but then Hayden, oh god, he saves it right here. Are we gonna talk about his cock or what? And then boom, who is it? It's Ross. Ross, genius. I think actually, if we look at that. No, it's just Ross. No, Ross. Yeah, no, amazing, brilliant.
Well, you see, it was the middle of the night on July 4th, yeah.
All right. Go to corkboard.
Freeze! Cut to what this happening July 4th.
Man, I love fireworks.
Dad.
All right, so I like this. I like this a lot. You'll see David mentions a corkboard, but it doesn't actually appear, right? That's okay because I do like what ends up happening, right? He's shooting fireworks right under his crotch, which is kind of funny. Maybe just not mentioning the corkboard, right? But it's not that big of a deal. This is sort of just nitpicky stuff at this point.
When a dig rides on a firework and like shoots off.
Well, before Ben rudely interrupts, just kidding. What I like about this scene is that he should be at the doctor, right? But it's an investigation scene, so that's kind of I actually like that. I like that. Oddly enough, because it just shows us a different angle of what could have been. But speaking of Ben, let's see what Ben has to say.
Come in.
Hey, is this the no penises club?
That's what we call in the business a callback.
I brought something real good, Mrs. Catwell. Something real good. Something real special. Jimmy.
So you see here, all he says is Jimmy, right? And I cannot stress this enough, right? Just the usage of a name can be the biggest laugh you get sometimes, right? Just by using a name, right? And that's why it's so important to name the characters in a scene, right? Because then it just becomes that much more real, you know? Like, what's funny about saying Jimmy? Nothing, right? He doesn't even say it funny. Like, he doesn't even say it in a goofy way, right? He just says Jimmy. And it gets a huge laugh, right? So, name your characters.
Freeze! After him at the art gallery years later.
That's what we call build-up, progression, escalation is the word I was looking for. Child, detailed penis. If the teacher's impressed by a penis, what's to say that the entire art world can't be impressed by a penis?
Would anybody happen to know who painted it?
It was an anonymous donation.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Hang on. Let's count the seconds in between Hayden and Sam talking.
Know who painted it?
It was an anonymous donation.
How do you think that fast? How do you think that fast? Because that's absolutely what Sam's going for, right? I mean, obviously, Sam is asking. It was him. He knows it was him, and Hayden sees that and just bang, bang, faster than a fox, right? It was an anonymous donation. It's so genius, amazing, brilliant, even. Okay, right? I cannot stress that enough. Right? Just knowing what your partners are saying or going for without them having to specifically say it, right? He didn't have to whisper into Hayden's ear, "Hey, I'm gonna be anonymous, so say that I'm anonymous." No, Hayden just knows, right? He knows. And then who's this? Who's this guy coming up? It's Jordan. But before Jordan comes up, let me just congratulate everybody for not talking over one another, being very respectful and polite, so that the scene doesn't. We got a lot of people here, you know. That's a lot of people. But this portion isn't even saying nothing, right? It's mostly these three boys, right? So good. You don't have to say anything if you're on the scene, right? Silence is golden sometimes.
My 18-foot penis painting.
Sir, I will pay $1 million.
And that's perfect sweeping, because that's when we've reached our high point. Everybody, I was just saying nobody's talking over each other, but now they're talking over each other. It's good right here, right? Because we know that this is the end of the scene, right? When they're talking over each other. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Forgive me, Father.
And that's just the perfect example of no mistakes in improv, right? Four guys didn't mean to come out as all four guys. Father, 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 father. No mistakes in improv. That's exactly what we meant to do, as far as the audience knows. You know.
Someone a paper cut, Father.
All right, so what makes the scene so nice is that we're all on the same page, all of us, right? Ross to Garrett to Luke to David, right? And sometimes David interrupts Luke, right? So we got a good system going on, right? And even he says, I gave someone a paper cut. We're like, ooh, we're all at once, ooh, right? And then we start whispering in each other's ears, right? Right. We're all on the same page, and it doesn't take very long for us to get onto the same page, right? So very nice. Because if we're all just doing our own thing, right, then, well, there's not much to look at.
My son,
Very good entrance. Adding another father and it ends up being chaos. But it's just a lot of fun here. Because obviously us four are already having some trouble. Hayden, obviously these five fathers aren't perfect, right? And Hayden's entrance as the late one further extends that idea that we are not very good or very what's the word I'm looking for? Productive. There we go.
Here's, if you keep coming late to these meetings, we're not going to be a quintet anymore. We're going to be a father shop quartet.
All right, Father Shop Quartet's just really good.
Is this the Father's Club? Okay. Okay, can I join in? Wait.
No.
Fishing hat? Oh no, that's the dad's club. Yeah, that's dad.
All right, so it did get a laugh this time, but it not as big of a laugh, right? The thing with callbacks is by the third time it should be the biggest laugh, you know. I think the problem here is that, like I was saying, the first time it was, "Is this the Underpants Club?" No, right? The second time it was, "Is this the No Penises Club?" Yes, right? So right off the bat, you know, we were losing the pattern, right? We're losing the pattern, right? It should if because now he asks, "Is this the Father's Club?" Well, yes, it is, right? So it kind of loses the joke, right? If it had been, "Is this the Underpants Club?" No. Is this the No Penis? Maybe if is this the I Have a Penis Club? Yeah, I don't know. The problem is that the answer is, well, yes, this is the Father's Club, right? Perhaps if he came in and said, "Is this the Brothers Club?" or something, he'd be like, "No, this is the Father's Club. Brothers Club is next door," right? Maybe then it would have gotten a better laugh. I'm not so sure. But another problem is that it overstays its welcome, I think. Even though we do end up getting some laughs. And as even James says, "Fathers, please," right? We've completely lost track of where this scene is even supposed to be at. It started with James gave a kid a paper cut. Pardon me. Now we're talking about clubs. The thing with callbacks is they should be here and gone, right? And this definitely overstays its welcome, even though we do get some good laughs, right? They're about to mention something about daddy's clubs, which is pretty good. But it does overstay its welcome, I think.
You need to show your song. Come on, Gerald, it ain't fair. You shouldn't have gone to Nam.
And that's all I needed. Honestly, James, perfect sweeping. You shouldn't have gone to Nam, right? It is honest truth. Jackson's joke, shower versus grower, very funny. And that's just a good example of, you know, these scenes don't have to be very long sometimes. They can be short and sweet, right? Obviously, we want a good mix of both far developed scenes versus short, to the point scenes. A good balance of both. But that's just good, dude. That's just good quality content. All right, now here we have a little bit of a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of a hiccup. You see David was bowing there because we thought we were over. A little bit of a mix up. That's okay because we save it. Noah's got an idea.
So, I didn't really expect it to be anything, I was sitting in my bed, just like normal, right? And I hear this creaking start to go on, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, like somebody's gonna open the door or something, maybe, like my house is kind of old, No, it's the fucking corkboard. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, okay, well, like, and then like I'll just like, no, not that.
All right, yeah, and a very good ending. Noah did steal Garrett's joke, but that's okay. Oh, excuse me, with a burp. If you went to one of the practices, Garrett did that exact thing. Not Flat Stanley related, but it was basically that exact joke that you can see him when he's looking at you, but you can't see him when he's perpendicular to you, I guess. But that's okay. That's okay. It worked in this. I mean, the audience didn't know that he stole it, right? But I honestly, there's nothing wrong with that, with having stolen that. It's such a broad idea, right? I'm sure plenty of people have done that joke before. We've all watched the Tom and Jerry cartoon, We've all watched the Tom and Jerry cartoon. He gets up on the anvil or the piano or whatever. He stands up and he's flat, whatever. Very good ending, though. Very good ending. Once again, short and sweet, to the point. I don't even think David and Garrett have a line in there, right? They just react, and honestly, that's all it needed. Noah just going on a tangent about his creaky doors is just really funny. And I like it. I like it a lot. And that was the Bobcat.
Seems convincing. All right, you may begin when ready.
Boom! Perfect. Just want to highlight, that's how you start a scene, dude. Just with one big action, okay? Throwing a fishing rod. Easy as that.
I can do farther.
And then boom, we have our premise. We lose this premise going forward. We'll see. I think that's the nature of these audience participation games, right? They sort of steer the scene how they want it, right? But for this, very good premise, you throw a fishing rod, I can throw it farther. And I got a laugh.
How do these two know each other?
So very good action by the audience, right? You don't usually expect callbacks from the audience. Actually, you do because I'm gonna restart. I'm just gonna rewind, and then I'm gonna edit this out. You wouldn't even know.
These two know each other.
Oh my God! Wow, amazing callback by the audience. Brilliant stuff. See, they're calling back not even to Improv, but from Hayden's stand-up set. Which, if you haven't rewatched Hayden's stand-up set, go do that now. It's on the YouTube channel. It's fucking funny. Oh God. So cool in the audience, right? Not even a note, because the audience isn't gonna watch this. But while we're here, let's talk about these edits. These freezes, right? They're not fast enough, right? And that's from everyone. Look at Jackson. Look at Jackson. And I'm not picking on Jackson here. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to. So those claps are wet. They're not fast, or they're not loud, and he sort of just mumbles freeze, right? And then watch how he moves up.
How
He's slowly moving forward, right? And I'm not picking on him because it's the same with everybody else. Here we got Sam. Look, he stutters with the clap, right? And it's not loud. He shouts freeze. The freeze is good. But then
Are they fishing for?
what are they fishing for as he slowly moves up? No. What we need, and Jamal does it too. I'm not picking on I'm picking on all of them, okay? I'm sorry. What it needs, and it's okay because we can fix this. It's an easy fix. It needs to be BAM! Move up like the Flash. Ask the question, and then also listen to the audience.
Shark. Woman.
We have several seconds of just of talking, right? What it needs to be is BAM! Zip! He should already be here.
Fishing for?
Boom! Whatever that woman said. I don't even know what she said. Sam should shut them up real quick because before they even get a chance to talk. Sharks. He says sharks. Don't even wait. Just say sharks. Boom, bam, in there, quick out. Right? Same with Jackson. Right? Like, how long does it take for him to...
This is the love of my goddamn life.
It's a long goddamn life. Shut the fuck up, Luke. God.
Do these two know each other?
Boom! Like, oh, she says it so clear. Jackson just be like, boom, Costco, and then everybody shuts up. But instead we have... it's just a little slow.
I heard Costco.
Right, look, Hayden knows that it's a callback to Costco.
What else is the samples guy handing out?
They're just shouting. They're an angry mob, right? This is what we want to avoid, right? And it's not the audience. We can't blame the audience, right? That's completely on us. Look at Sam. He's still on his knee. What are you doing, Sam? Sam, what are you doing?
His calm.
I don't know who's shouting calm, right? But they shouldn't have had the ability to shout it. Is the point? Right? How long does it? So that's 4:39 that he says it.
His calm.
Oh goodness me. Oh my lord. 25 seconds before he stands up. That is way too long. Half a minute almost. Way too long. Gotta fix that. So what I like about this scene is that it's heavily drug related, which is usually a trap, right? Because what happens is, I didn't mention it earlier, but Hayden is looking at me as a shark talking, and he's like, "Oh, it's the drugs," right? And that usually just subverts the oddness of the scene, right? A talking shark is supposed to be odd, right? But then when you explain it with drugs, they usually just completely swipes it under the rug, I guess. There's probably a better word for that. It just loses its oomph when you like explain it away with drugs. But no, we're actually just saying that the reason the shark looks like that is because of drugs, right? It doesn't actually. It's real. Everything you're seeing is real. But it's so the drugs. Everything you're seeing is real is the point, right? The drugs just happen to make stuff look silly, right? But it's all real. He has a shark fin. Bad thing that happened here is Jamal is cutting. Jamal was the actor in the scene. Sam and Hayden are available right here to cut back. It's just a little unprofessional. Just a little bit. I don't know why they're laughing. That isn't funny. That's not funny. Shame on you. Shame on you and your dumb face, you idiot. Why you got your hand on there, your head, you stupid moron? God. I don't know why you're in this stupid troop. Look at him! Look at Sam, he's dying of laughter. It's not funny, Sam. It's not funny! Yeah, okay, so that's what I really like. Like, I guess he shouldn't have done all that ecstasy, right? Everything we're seeing is real. He is swimming in potatoes. But the ecstasy causes him to want to swim in potatoes. The potatoes are potatoes, right? So that's what I really like about the how we deal with the drug usage in the scene. Kudos to everyone on that. Let's see what Jamal has to say.
What is the good lesson?
Friendship. Don't trust Costco. Do more ecstasy. Don't use steroids. Don't forget to tie your shoes.
I heard shoot first, ask questions later.
I didn't have time to ask questions.
Now the little time has passed.
This is not steroids. Not no steroids. Oh my God.
What happened?
Well, now that you've done my dirty work for me, we can now run away together.
It's you. The guy who's so...
Who is he?
Welcome back to another episode of Diners, Drive-In.
I did not expect that ending, but good nonetheless. Used the audience choice well. Definitely not what Jackson was expecting to happen, but that's just the nature of improv, baby. And then look at our beautiful baby boys. This troupe is humongous, y'all. I can't believe it. But yeah, thanks for listening in. Hope that wetted your whistle a little bit. Hope I helped a lot. Hope I didn't just ramble on for however long this video is. I hope you got something out of it. Thanks for listening. See ya in January. Bye bye. Happy New Year.